Well, if you thought Nelson Peltz was going to come in and save the day for Disney, going to come in and save the day for, well, you or I, you were sadly mistaken in that because, well, unfortunately, Nelson Peltz did not win the proxy war. No, he did not. Disney is going to stay the exact same as it was before, and I'm not surprised by that, and Disney can burn for all I care anymore. But after the stockholders found out exactly what was going on, Disney stock dropped by, well, today, or this afternoon actually, a little over 3%, and knocking down just under, it popped a second there, just under $4 whole per share. And I know what a lot of people are going to say. A lot of people are going to be like, it's only $4 a share. It can fluctuate that much all the time. It does that a lot. Well, according to their graph, it doesn't look like it fluctuates that much. Let's go to the 5-day. Oh, yeah, and it's lower than the last 5 days. Let's go to last month. Not quite as low as it was in March, But I'm willing to bet it's going to get back down there. But that's not really the focus of this video. The focus of this video will be, well, it will simply be that during the shareholder meeting, Bob Iger came out and said that it's not Disney's job to push agenda. Really? Isn't that all Disney has been doing for the last 5 or so years, plus more, is pushing agenda? Weren't the majority of the agenda-pushing projects, I don't know, okayed by Bob Iger? Before the whole Corona thing where he bailed out, put Bob Chapek in his place, wouldn't get out of his own office because, well, fuck Bob Chapek, and then blamed Bob Chapek for all the failures of those projects, even though he's the one who okayed them before he mysteriously GTFO'd for just long enough to not have to take the blame for his decisions. I don't know, maybe that's the case. But it says here, Disney's CEO Bob Iger says it's not the company's job to advance any kind of agenda like they've been doing for years. So it says here, and this is from That Park Place, of course. During the company's annual shareholder meeting, Iger was asked by an alleged shareholder. I thought in order to actually ask any questions during those meetings, you had to prove you were a shareholder. Maybe I'm misinformed on that. But anyway, is it possible for Disney to stay out of politics and social agenda and just provide entertainment? That would be wonderful. I'd love to go back to just them providing entertainment. Wouldn't that be great? Remember Disney when all they did was say, hey, here's a cool story. Here's a fantasy world you can go to. Have fun. Maybe we'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for watching our stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling. He replied, our job is to entertain first and foremost, and by telling great stories, we continue to have a positive impact on the world and inspire future generations just as we've done for over 100 years. God, that's fucking old. Disney has always been and will continue to be a source of hope, joy, and optimism for people of all ages. Boy, don't I wish that were true. We are committed to telling stories that reflect the world around us and using those stories to entertain stories from all walks of life, he asserted. I believe we have a responsibility to do good in the world. No, you just have a responsibility to entertain people. It's a business, not a charity. Your responsibility is to make things people want to watch, so they spend their money and watch it, and your employees get paid. Shit like that. That's kind of what your responsibility is. It's not a company's responsibility to do good in the world. I've always hated that fucking shit. Oh, what else do you say here? He then declared, but we know our job is not to advance any kind of agenda. You could have fucking fooled me, dude. So long as I'm on the job, I'm going to continue to be guided by a sense of decency and respect. Oh, you mean like saying the Florida law was a don't say gay bill when it wasn't, even though you knew better? And we will always trust our instincts. Well, your instincts have been shit the last few years. I mean, hell, you lost almost $300 million on fucking Indiana Jones in the last buck hole itself. Not the last buck hole, the dildo of destiny. So how is that supposed to be we're trusting our instincts? I'm sorry, dude, but if you were trusting your instincts, I would rather trust the instinct of a 3-year-old. We've had everything from, and people are going to take this the wrong way, and I don't give a shit anymore. I really don't. You can think that I'm against LGBTQ, ABCD people or whatever. You can think I'm against all trans. You can think I'm against this and that, and I'm an xenophobe and blah, blah, blah. And I don't give a flying fuck. I don't. You know why I don't? Because I know those things that people say aren't true. What I'm against it being forced. Because every time these companies like Disney, or I would say Disney or Marvel, but the same fucking thing, Star Wars, same fucking thing. Any company that says, oh, we're going to push this shit, they don't care about those people. They don't. They want the social credit score. They want the points. They want the BlackRock money. That's it. No more, no less. They don't care. Because I'll tell you a fact. Because it's something that many of the people on the right have had to learn. And unfortunately, many of the people that lean a little more right than center. I wouldn't say even like far right, because that's crazy. Far left is crazy too. Most people are a little left, a little right of center. It's the people who make a lot of noise, though, that are on the far end of the spectrum on either side. But as I was saying before I went a little off the rails for a second there, they don't care about you. And this is something that people on the right had to learn a long time ago. You know, because we had government people coming out, you know, we had fucking Al Gore's nasty ass wife, whatever her name was, I can't remember, coming out and bitching about the music industry because it was too metal. We had what's the governor dude or the politician guy? He just died. What was his name again? Joe Lieberman. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of. They had Joe Lieberman come out and do a whole this is bad. You can't have people hurting other people in digital video game form. People are too stupid to figure out that that's not real. And a lot of the people on the right, a lot of the Bible thumper morons, they ate that shit up. And do you think he really cared about those people? No, he didn't. It's the same thing here. People like Bob Iger and his ilk, they don't care. And as soon, the moment they think that you, the person who just may happen to be gay, lesbian, even trans or whatever, the moment they think you have lost your usefulness, they will throw you to the wolves. They don't care. You see, the thing that makes me really does kind of jibble my giblets, I guess, I don't know, is that Disney used to be the place, one of the many places where you could just escape from reality for a couple hours. You know, I loved Disney movies when I was a kid. Now I can't stand watching the shit. Even though for some reason I torture myself and still do. Just like, you know, the name of the channel used to be Doctor Who. Doctor Who is a Disney fucking property now. It's gonna be shit. Am I still gonna watch it because I'm a sucker? Yeah. Because I just hope. I just like many people, just like you, hopefully, a lot of you, I just hope for something that'll let me escape just a little bit. I don't want the world to disappear. I just want that little bit of magic, that little bit of make believe to come back. But nowadays, it's like every movie, every show, every theme park attraction has to have its quota, its check mark of diversity filled bullshit, whether it fits the story or the narrative or not. And yes, I do think that for the most part, true and actual representation does matter. It is good for people to see themselves reflected in stories. Just doesn't have to be every story told. Not every story told has to have an LGBTQ person. Not every story told has to have a person of color. Not every story told has to be a gray-haired, bearded white guy like me. No. I get that. Just stop forcing it. Because then it loses all of the meaning. Nothing means less when it's shoved down your throat and you're told you have to like it. Because here's the kicker. Here's the part that Disney will never, ever understand. It's that diversity, truth, and true diversity isn't about slapping rainbow stickers on everything and saying, hoorah, we support you. It certainly hell isn't about trying to push the agenda shit on children. It's about telling stories that everybody can relate to, or at least attempting to tell stories that everybody can relate to, without sacrificing the quality or, and more importantly, the integrity behind the storytelling. But really these days, who needs quality, who needs integrity when you've got quotas and checkboxes, right? But, I'm just a guy. I'm just some dude with an weird-looking avatar that I took the horns off of because somebody mentioned they did look kind of tacky, and I have to admit, they did look kind of tacky, okay? But I'm just a dude that grew up. Maybe I'm a relic of a bygone era. Maybe I'm an antique. A middle-aged antique. Probably. Maybe I'm a little over cynical. A little bit too much of a critic on this kind of things. But I'm not going to not say what I think about what's going on with culture anymore. For a very long time, I was just like many people, where I sat back and went, well, it's just this one thing. It's okay. They won't touch this. They'll leave my Star Wars alone. Yeah, that worked out. They can't. There's no way. No way they can screw up Indiana Jones. I mean, that is like literally a story in an envelope handed to you and for free, more or less. They can't screw... Oh. Yeah. So we're wrong there. Okay. Or was I even going? I started ranting, and I'll just leave the whole fucking rant in there, I guess, because whatever, right? I mean, shit. Most of you don't get this far anyway, and if you did, thanks for listening to me rant. Thanks a lot. If you made this far, do those like and subscribe things and all this stuff too, because you're fucking cool. And I've noticed that the majority of people who come back to watch aren't subscribed yet, and it would be super duper helpful if you did. Thank you.